Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Catpin speaking. We are experiencing some issues right now with the application of certain software that should be working, but it is not. As such, I'm going to leave you guys on the starting soon screen. Please bear with whilst I attempt things I haven't already attempted. We will start at some point, but I don't know when yet, because Paradox like to make things not easy. Yes, Tyler, you can reclaim your seer title and you can get out because this is clearly your fault. Salve, 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 guys, and finally, welcome to Imperator Rome. This has been an incredibly long start. I apologise, and thank you to those of you that have stuck with me for this half an hour of agony. I have no idea what was going on. For some reason it took the game like fucking forever to actually figure out how to turn itself on. You can still see up in this top corner that it's still pissing about with some stuff. Just let me get rid of Houston. Yeah, so it's still doing something up there. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to ignore that. It's not important. It's finally on now anyway. So yes, welcome to Imperator Rome, the latest title from Paradox Interactive. The wonderful people and the masters, undisputed masters of grand strategy games. Anybody who says otherwise can do one, because they are. This one is set in classical times with the likes, as you can see, of Rome, Carthage, the... Oh, okay, that spins the map around. That's a bit new. The Alexandrian successor states like Phrygia, Seleucid Empire, Ptolemaic Egypt, all the way over to the subcontinent of India with the Mauryan Empire. Some of these small tribes of whatever living in the Himalayas, I actually know nothing about them. We have the Gallic tribes, the Iberian tribes, not to be confused with the Iberian tribe. I don't know what that's about. Like, that's historical. The Iberian tribe lived over here in modern-day Georgia, but we call this the Iberian Peninsula. Don't know why. Don't ask. We also have the tribes in the north. People like the Frisians, the Angles, or the Anglians, who would become the Angles, the Teutonia, who would become the Teutons, and I'm expecting that there'll be some Saxons, and there's the Gothonia there that become the Goths and the Visigoths. I feel like we're missing some. Burgundia there, interestingly enough, probably becomes Burgundy in France. I don't know, it makes sense. I'm just gonna back up for a sec, guys, and go and adjust the music, and then we'll come back to this menu because it feels very loud. Could you maybe be slightly less aggressive music, please? That would be nice. Yeah, I didn't save that. Oh, okay, you can move that window as well. Paradox, giving me so many options to move shit that I've never needed to move before. Why? Apparently Tyler is stupid and couldn't understand that Imperator Rome was set in classical times. So for your benefit, Tyler, it is set in classical times. We also have the Britannic tribes up here that I haven't looked at. I am going to be running 2 concurrent Twitch campaigns, the second of which I am not starting today, but it will be with the Brigantia tribe, otherwise known as the Brigantes, which is the tribe of, I believe they're Celtic, people that live roughly where I live. I live somewhere along this line of hills here, so I'll be playing as the Briganti probably starting tomorrow, but we can't possibly start a game of Imperator Rome with anybody but Rome. Who would do such a thing? What a horrible crime. Alright, here we go. We are going to play on normal difficulty so that both me and the AI don't get modifiers. I hate playing games where the AI gets an advantage for the sake of being a computer. Like, being a computer is not enough of an advantage as it is. You know what? We're going to play with Iron Man mode on and hope that nothing goes wrong with the save file. It probably will get patched to the point where we can't play this anyway, so it's not going to make much difference. You know what? I think with the Briganti one, I'm going to put mixed gender rules on so that we can potentially have women in power as well. And I love that Paradox have included this, but for this Roman playthrough, I am going to keep that off. And I assume that Rome's default is that women cannot be in control. Which does Brumtown fall into? It's a good question. I believe it would be Dabunia, because I think Birmingham is more or less around here, isn't it? So I do believe you're probably Dobunian, Ryan. If not, I don't think Coritania is. I think that's too far over. And it's possible that you might be Cornovian, but I doubt it. So I think you're Dobunian. So yeah, we are going to play with only, well, I assume only men allowed to run Rome. We're going to start. Let's get on with this, guys. Everybody's probably like, it has literally taken you forever to get this game running, and you're sitting on the menu chatting shit. Alright, here we go. Senatus Populusque Romanus. For over 20 years, the nascent Roman Republic has fought a harsh campaign against the Samnite people to the south. Although victory often seemed far from grasp, the war ended in Rome's favour, resulting in the liberation of the important Greek city of Neapolis, meaning new city. The Samnites, or Samnites, however, having retreated to lick their wounds, are far from defeated. In the north, the Etruscan people eye the expansion of the Republic with apprehension. To the south, myriad Greek city-states plot behind one another's backs, all while appealing to their benefactors in Greece for aid. On the far-flung island of Sicily, the foreign invasion of the mysterious Carthaginian Empire threatens to upset the precarious balance of power in the region. Will Rome rise victorious, or fall to internal strife and barbaric hordes? The fate of the Republic rests in your hands. For the Republic! Alright. Could I show you Denmark again? Yes. So apparently Denmark has changed from when we looked at it, Hun. Some of the tribes seem to have changed. We have the Teutonia that are still up there. The Cimbria are still up there. We have the Avionia. The Anglians have moved slightly. Herulians rule over Zealand. Eudocia is in there, and that's not quite Denmark, but there's the bottom ones. So I'm not 100% sure on where the Vandali from the preview builds and the Saxony went. I'm sure they'll pop up somewhere at some point. But yes, those are the ones that we've got up there. Right. So, before we unpause the game, we probably need to check some stuff. And bear in mind, I have literally not played this game, so I'm learning as I go, so you guys will have to bear with me. However, let's take a look at our faction first. I'd like to look at my faction, please. Oh, there we go. Our faction leader is Publius Sempronius Sophus. He is the consul of Rome. Now, historically, anybody who's a fan of Rome will know that Rome in the Republic was run by two consuls who were appointed for very short terms. I can't remember. I think it was a year each, and they could serve so many terms, kind of like a president in the US. But once they'd served them all, that was it. You couldn't be a consul again. I already know from Dev Diaries that for the sake of for it not being a pain, basically, Paradox have essentially said Rome gets one consul, who is the head of the Republic. There isn't a second one because it would just be a nightmare to implement. So we have Publius Sempronius Sophus is our consul. Lack of commander. Legion 1 needs a commander. Does it? Legion 1 made up of 5 cohorts of archers, 5 cohorts of heavy infantry, and 5 cohorts of light cavalry. I'm going to switch my preferred size of flank to 2 units per side, which should be these guys. They are set to flanking cohorts. Currently we have selected auxilia. Is that what you're calling light cavalry? Okay. First to engage the enemy. Okay. So we'll keep the archers as the primary cohorts. They will be the ones who attack first, and then if they get killed or run away, the secondary cohorts, which is the heavy infantry, will step up and do most of the fighting. That's fine by me. You need a commander. Change commander. Alright. Militarily, our best two options are Publius Cornelius Arvina, who is 47, and Marcus Fulvius Curvus, who is 43. They both have 8 martial. Neither of them are corrupt. One of them is slightly more loyal than the other. They're both just as popular. And prominence. Prominence represents the fame of the character. Jobs and titles help bring characters to public attention. Prominent characters are likely to get married and have children. Okay, so basically, like, from what I understand, from what I've seen of the preview builds and stuff, like, the more prominent a character is, the more likely they are to essentially try to seize power. Apparently, Marcus Fulvius Curvus is unnoticeable, so even though he's the head of his family, he's still not that prominent. But this guy's 47, so we're going to make Publius Cornelius Arvina the head of Legion 1. I do prefer that I'd say Legio 1, because that's how the Romans would have said it, but I'm not going to rename them all. That's just going to be a pain. I'll let them be auto-named. The Navy also lacks a commander. First Navy. In which case... That's us, isn't it? Publius Sempronius Sophus. Yeah, the head. He's the consul of Rome. I don't want to be in charge of the Navy, so we'll give that to Marcus Fulvius Curvus. Alright, what have we got up here? Scorned families! A family will be scorned unless the total income its members receive from jobs and offices is at least 2% of our national income. Families where everyone holds a job or no member can hold a job will also not be scorned. There's a lot of scorned family right now. So let's go and look at that, if I can figure out which one of these buttons does that. I'm guessing it's this one. Show families. So we have the Sempronii family, which is literally just Publius Sempronius Sophus. We have the Claudii family, which is Appius Claudius Caecus and his daughter. The Postumii family, the Fulvii, the Tremulii is how that would be said, Decii, Fabii, Sulpicii, Papirii, they sound like paper, Junii, that feels like it's an important family, Valerii, Volumnii, Virginii, Cornelii, that's... So, Junii is in... I know why, I just realised why that sounds important. The overlay is blocking most, if not all, of the notifications. Ah, yes, indeed. Alright, tell you what, give me a split second. You're probably going to see a bit of weird stuff going on with the screen. Not quite. Alright. We'll have to deal with a little bit of black screen at the edges of the screen, just because I don't want to mess around with that too long, but... Hold up. No, now you... Oh, that's really not good though, is it? Okay, tell you what. We shall play it like this for the time being, and next time I'll look at maybe just for Imperator, I'll look at getting rid of the overlay. Hey Squeaks, how you doing? Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking, Tyler. The reason that these guys look familiar is because in Rome 1 Total War, the Junii is, I believe, you had the Brutii, the Scipii, and the Julii, but the Brutii were basically the Junii? Was that in Rome 2? I don't know. Yeah, that for some reason for me is flagging with the Brutii from Rome 1, and that is flagging with the Scipii. And then we've got the Flavii, the Apuleii. Whoa, Apuleii. Yeah, I think so. The Marcia, the Julii, the Ogulnii, and the Curii. Lucius Julius Libo. That sounds like an actual historical figure to me. I'm not an expert on Rome by any means. Gnaeus Flavius sounds like a proper one. Anyway, yeah, so we've got lots of people. We've got lots of scorned families, but I'm not sure we can do too much about them right now. We can call an omen. Let's call... Is there any way... Omens can be invoked to bestow temporary blessings on your country. The length and strength of each omen is based on your country's omen duration and omen power. Okay. How much population have we got in Rome? 25 citizens, 15 freemen, 3 tribesmen and 4 slaves. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that one pop is roughly 1,000 people. Rome, their citizens are the ones that generate research primarily, and they are your nobles. So in Rome that would be like the senators or their families, important influential families. Freemen are basically your plebeians, your plebs, your normal citizens who aren't in bondage but aren't necessarily you know, rich. Tribesmen are basically barbaric peoples, people that aren't quite civilized. It's a bit strange that Rome has 3. So these guys are the ones that give you most of your manpower. These guys give you a bit of manpower and a bit of tax, but not as much as the others. And then the slaves are where you get all your money from, because they are the slaves. You know what? I'm going to have a look at something super quick. Bear with me, guys. Oop, yep, there we go. Right. I've seen it, Imperator. Alright, here we go. All of you are going away. Yes. Alright, there we go. So I've got a... let me just move the chat box because it's not in the best place now. There we go. I've made an Imperator live scene which has got no banners and crap on it. So unfortunately we won't be able to see all of the new subs and followers and stuff, but you will be able to see what's going on in the game. So there you go. Alright, what have we got? Omens, yes. Let's get a... I don't fucking know what we need. How much? We've got a lot of manpower. Alright, let's get the blessing of Mars, the Roman god of war, for 1,825 days, for 160 religious power. Okay, hang on. Those don't cost religious power. Okay, yeah. Blessing of Mars. Hurrah! Extra discipline. Discipline is basically your troops fighting stuff. How good they are at fighting things. And then we need to grab an invention for civic power. I'm not going to go over too much of what these are. Basically, you've got military power, civic power, oratory power, and religious power. Religious is obvious, military is obvious. Oratory is diplomatic, and civic is basically like management, like internal stuff. The Julii was indeed Gaius Julius Caesar's family. Can't co-op this like CK2. How do you mean co-op it, Tyler? I don't think 2 people can play as... There's not like sub-lords. There's not like a... You can't play as an earl within a kingdom while somebody else plays as the king. There's just one faction. So I would imagine no, if that's what you're referring to. Invention, right. We are kind of role-playing this as best as I can as well. And most of these, you know, some of these are probably better. But herbalism to me sounds like something that the Romans should already have by now. It does improve our technology speed by 5%. So knowledge of the plants and herbs which surround us can have uses beyond that which many would suspect. From birth control to medicine, we cannot underestimate botany. So we're going to invent herbalism for 100 civic power. Sure, why not? Oh, consul! Herbalism! Yep, good. Excellent. Right. Let's take a look at who's around us immediately. I do know that Carthage is on Sardinia. They have a foothold on Sicily. They have all of this territory. They're in Spain. They're in Morocco. They're all along Africa. So we have to be wary of Carthage, but they're not an immediate neighbour. Who the hell are you? You are Nuceria. Samnium. That's the Samnites. The Pelignians over there. The blue ones are the Marcians. Oh, that's cool. Like Mars. Marcia. The Sabines, I believe they were called in history. Sabinia. And the Etrurians, who are the Etruscans. So, for some of these, I do know how to, like, classify the people. I know that Etruria is Etruscans. And I know that Sabinia is Sabines, and the Samnium is the Samnites. But beyond that, we're just going to have to kind of go with what sounds right. That face when can't just be a mad cooking man like Alcibiades. I don't know who that is. Alright. I believe we've got as much... Hang on, where's diplomacy? It's got to be up here somewhere, right? Yep, there it is. Subjects. Frentania is our subject. Where the hell are they? Oh, that's them over there. Okay, cool. They're already our subject. Pelignia, which you can actually see that it highlights them. They're that little purple one. Pelignia is our subject. Nuceria is our subject. And Marcia is our subject. That's cool. Good. That means we don't have as many problems as I thought. Rome is exporting cloth to Syracusae. And we are importing grain from Syracusae. Okay. Alright, so in terms of expansion, if I have a look at Samnium, we can see they have 7 cohorts total. We have 15. So we're already at an advantage. We can't declare war before the 1st of November 450, which is just a part of the game. The date, by the way, is not BC and AD. The date is 450 AUC, which is Ab Urbe Condita, which is the founding of Rome. So Rome has been a city for 450 years when the game starts, which, for those who are interested, translates to 304 BCE, before the Common Era. Nope. Fabricate claim costs 180 oratory power. Wow. Okay. Yes, we also have a Senate that needs to approve things. Apparently they would approve us fabricating a claim on Samnium, which I'm going to go ahead and do. Oh, hello. Do I have to choose where I'm fabricating the one? I guess I just fabricated it on Apulia because I wasn't sure what was happening there. Where the hell is Apulia? Alright, so there is a find location. So let's do Apulia, and I think that is the province. So we fabricated a claim on the... oh, there you can see it's City of Blur in Apulia. It's those 3 cities for the Samnites. And then the rest. So we fabricated a claim on the back end of the Samnites for some reason, or Samnites. Listen! I am the Senate. Alright, we've unpaused. I am letting time roll. I'm going to let time roll very, very slowly, just for the time being. For the time being. Something tells me I should keep some of my civic power. I feel like I'm going to need it in order to declare the war. But what we can do is we can have Legio 1 move down to Nola in Campania. What's this? An offer of alliance from Apulia? Where are they? They are these ones over here on this backside. You know what? Let's take it for now. Cool. Thank you for joining us, Lissa. I appreciate everybody who's joined us so far, especially those of you who waited for the agonisingly long start. Again, I apologise for that, and I'm not sure why it happened. What else have we got going on? Technology. So we've got our Legion 1 here on its way south. And for anybody who's familiar with Paradox games, and for those of you who aren't, where ordinarily Paradox games work in like a province system, where you've got like 3 or 4 little pieces of a province, and then that's the province. In Imperator Rome, the individual parcels of land are actually cities and the surrounding areas, and then they make up the provinces, and the provinces make up like larger state areas. It's the 23rd of December, so we should be able to declare war. Just feel like the settings, the audio is a little bit loud. So, excuse me just a sec. I'm just going to lower that down. There we go. Right. Yes, we should be able to declare war. We can declare war. The Senate is divided over declaring war on Samnium. Why? Why you divide, Senate? Are you in here? Factions in the Senate. There we go. Sempronius Sophus belongs to the Civic faction. So we belong to the Civic faction. Maybe we shouldn't be declaring war. It was a little bit loud for me, Tyler. I was a bit worried that my mic would be picking it up and stuff. Alright, so the head of the Civic faction is actually us. We are the head of the Civic faction. This increases tyranny. What does tyranny do? Alright. I'm actually... You know what? I said we were let's role-playing this, and I don't really see why the Civic faction would want to declare war, so we're going to hold off on war. I am going to speed it up a bit, because we're probably not going to do too much. An envoy from the Latin local power of Apulia is requesting to import wine from the province of Latium. This would remove our capital surplus, making us lose the following bonus. Army maintenance cost is minus 5%. As we are not currently exporting it, we would gain the following bonus. Army maintenance cost minus 2.5%. So basically, this would earn us 0.50 gold each month. How much do we currently earn? I mean, you could argue that we're not making money. And you would probably be right. But it's going to cost us more money because our army's going to cost more. So I'm going to decline that. So there is a trade goods map mode, which is... Oh, hello. The Ascendance of Rome. The end of the recent conflict with our enemies in Etruria and Samnium has left our republic as the strongest power on the Italian peninsula. Blech. Our victory has firmly convinced our feudatories in the value of supporting our cause, and has shown other small states that the value of being on our side. That the value? Think that should be just the value of being on our side. Roman settlers are now moving on their own accord into the regions to our north and east, establishing new colonies, expecting our protection. Everyone now looks to us, from Samnium and Etruria to Sicily and Carthage, awaiting our next move. Oh shit, we auto-gain claims on just about everybody. Well, I mean, I wish I'd have known that. I wouldn't have wasted any power. Alright. Well, that somewhat changes things then, again. Because clearly it is what we are meant to do. Apulia is inviting us to a defensive league. I'm going to decline, just based off of that event, because apparently we're so badass we don't really need the defensive league. Hey Zach, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, our first Imperator Rome stream. We are of course playing as Rome, because why would we not? How many... It looks like the Sabines have 8 cohorts. Yeah, they have 8,000 men. And I think we can see them. They have 3... Okay, they have a total of 4 archers and 4 light infantry. You know what? Let's head up there. Let's go and conquer the Sabines. Since I'm pretty sure we just gained a claim on them. We did indeed. Senate still not really behind things on this. Is there a... Ooh! That's actually something that I completely forgot. We need to pick current ideas and match them to these to get this bonus. So we need 2 military ideas. Oh! It takes oratory power! Wouldn't it have been nice if I'd kept our oratory power without making a redundant claim on somebody? God damn it. Carthago delenda est? And where did you even learn that? Here we go. Prosperity. Under Publius Sempronius Sophus, Rome has gone from strength to strength. Some of our advisors are recommending the institution of a new tax, in order that the national treasury might share in this prosperous era. What? Neither of these actually do anything different except increase the chance that we lose stability. Let's do that one. Doesn't look like we lost stability. This is our stability up here. It's currently +1. Which is nice. We are apparently stable. Maybe not mentally, but that's not what it means. Alright. So they have allies in Picentia, which is those blue people on the east coast. Take Etruria. Well, 3 of their cities, 2, most of their cities look to be in the province of Picenum. So I'm going to take that one. We will call Apulia in, because if they don't come, we'll just kill them anyway, so... Forcing this through the Senate will increase tyranny by 5. That's fine. I don't care. Apulia has honoured its alliance. Right, cool. Let's go and fight these guys then. And we really need to beat them before they link up with them, because otherwise they'll have more men than we do. Oh, there we go. We're in our first battle. Apparently we've inadvertently chosen the better tactic, because I completely forgot about that. And we have wow, we have soundly beaten them. While we've got them... Why are you going all the way down there? Is there a fort here? No, you're just being weird. What the hell is wrong with you? Alright, well, let's go besiege the capital of the Sabines. And it looks like the Picentes are going to come towards us. We're going to catch these Sabinian recruits, I think. Wow, they just got wrecked. Good luck. We captured Posthumus Kilnius. Cool. I don't know who the hell you are. Don't look to be anybody. You're a good general though, so we'll keep you locked up. Stop you fighting us. So now we're besieging the city of Interamnia in Picenum. The Picentians, the Picentes, I don't know what they would be called. I'm going to go with Picentes. Are quite happy to stay down there in the valley. We are currently sieging. This represents the chance that the siege will end positively. Currently it's not very good. But the longer that we go, the essentially the more likely it will be that it will happen. So when this siege phase timer ticks up, stuff will occur. Sometimes that time nothing occurred. Wow, all of our allies are on the move here. Wow, my god! All of these blue banners are like allied armies. The Apulians are actually besieging Aeternum. There are 4,000, 5,000, no 4,000 Sabines down there, but it does look like Marsia and Frentania are going to deal with that. Nukiria is requesting to import iron. This would remove our heavy infantry bonus. Oh, I think not. I want my heavy infantry bonus. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I know there's a button somewhere for detach siege. There we go. So now, yeah, we're leaving behind just enough men to keep besieging that settlement. I'm going to move the rest of them west into the city of Trebula and start sieging that. So we're leaving Legion 2 now. Oh, hello. A daughter has been born to Publius Sempronius Sophus, the consul of Rome. We are told that the babe is named Sempronia Prima. That's actually really cool. I'm guessing that it's like auto-generated names, but Sempronia Prima literally means the first Sempronia. Like Sempronia is the Sempronius but female, and Sempronius, don't forget, is his family name. So she is like the first of the family, essentially, is what that name means. That's super cool. TTV Nick Hellyeah YT, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse. That is a long name you've got there, sir. Alright, so we've still got 4,000 heavy infantry and 5,000 light cavalry in our personal legion, Legion 1. It helps if you unpause the game, idiot, then things will happen. There we go. Alright, captured that, we're besieging this. This war, oh my god, we've got so many allies! Holy crap! I don't know what it is about, like, the tooltip on this just feels like it's really big. Like it's getting in the way of stuff. We should probably look at what tactics are best for us, to be perfectly honest. If we have one that benefits... Can't really see the difference between bottleneck and shock action in terms of unit boosts, but you know, we'll see. Have we actually... Oh, we have successfully besieged Trebula, so now we can head west. I don't know why it's making me go round there, but I guess we'll do that. What I might do as well is just go and siege like these people's land over here on the east, the Picentians, or the Picentes, whatever they're called. We'll see if maybe we can just absorb both of them in one go. Oh, the siege of Interamnia is won. Faustus Mummius earned 1.4 popularity. I don't know who that is, but sure. There we go. Oh, and we've besieged that one as well. So let's head to there. An envoy from the Hellenistic local power of Pieria is requesting to import wood from the province of Campania. As we are not currently exporting it, we would gain the following bonus. Extra trireme discipline, and we would earn money. And it doesn't look like we lose anything. Cool, there you go, you can have some wood. Minister of Excellence! Gnaeus Flavius, in a fine display of financial acumen, has made significant alterations to the national budget. We should expect to see much better revenue this year. So we can get national tax, or we can give Gnaeus 100 gold and have him gain 10 loyalty. Who is he? He is the head of the Flavii family. His wife is 31, so she could probably still conceive. What is he in? He's part of the populist faction. No, you know what? What's his loyalty? Current loyalty is 45 and dropping very, very slowly. You know what? Let's let him reap the benefits. Alright, so we've got a siege going on down here at Aeternum. And now we've got Marzia requesting to import iron. No, because that will remove my capital surplus, and I don't want to do that. Apparently we've already taken that province. So... I'm going to have attachments allowed on the main legion so that our allies can potentially start following it around. Oh, hello. The last of the... oh, shit. Argyraspides. I think that's it. Argyraspides. Argyraspides. There we go. One of the fabled veterans from the Silver Shields, the backbone of Alexander's army, is requesting a place to stay in Rome. They have not often been seen after they betrayed Eumenes by handing him over to Antigonus, as the unit was split up and dismissed by the general. It seems Dionysius Carsid was banished from Sipontum. He will be welcome in Rome! How old is he? He's 65! Holy crap! Well, welcome to Rome, my friend. Oh. This a lot of allies thing is it's a bit hefty. To be fair, they're doing a lot of the legwork now. Oh, two. Pelignia requesting to import wine. No. And Frentania requesting to import wine. No. Oh my god. Embezzler! Aulus Virginius has been caught red-handed, using his status to make some particularly shady business deals. While punishment must be meted out, we must decide how severe it should be. He's the head of the Virginii family. His daughter has died. She died in childbirth. He has got a baby son called Tiberius. He's got a lot of money. Holy crap. Loses his position in the government. What is his position in the government? Doesn't say he's got one. Hold on. Which one of you ugly people is this guy? That one. So he's the Vulnarius, the most senior doctor of the Republic. Okay. Whoops. No. I want to see if there's a better candidate before I fire him. There we go. There is. Quintus Fabius Gurges is way better than him. So, remove him from power! And, we will appoint Quintus Fabius Gurges as the new Vulnarius. Congratulations, Quintus. Now, who was it that said on a different game that I was doing a good job of names? Because I feel like this is the game where if you're going to be doing good on names, it's going to be noticeable. Come on, let's get this last siege done, and then we should be able to just, like, take land off them. There's fucking 15,500 of them over there. Siege lasted 340 days. Jesus. Alright, let's have both of my legions move together. Oh, the war score's at 100, so we should be able to sue for peace. Okay, cool. Sabinian Etruria to Rome, and Sabinian Picenum to Rome. That would give us 1 aggressive expansion. War score cost is only 18. Picentium Picenum to Rome. Why does that say Picentium? Why am I giving it to Apulia? What if I don't want to give it to Apulia? What if I want it for me? Why do I have to give it to them? I mean, it doesn't hugely matter. Apulia is all the way down there, though. Why would they want one random city? I mean, it gives me a whole extra 1 point of aggressive expansion, and I'm only racking up like 2.4 for taking the other 3 bits of province, so okay. Well, I'm just gonna oh, we can increase gold. Well, yes, you should absolutely give us 70 gold. I think we've earned it, don't you? We'll let you keep 1 gold as a token of something. This peace offer will increase your rank to regional power. Yes, I am sure. Alright, cool. So we've expanded our borders, and now we get to decide what to do with the aristocrats from those places. So the Sabinian elite. After a protracted conquest, we have finally routed the Sabinian armies and laid waste to their lands. During the sacking of their capital, many important prisoners were taken, many of them having previously held important positions in the Sabinian clan council. They now languish in our dungeons, awaiting whatever fate we decide to impose upon them. The way that Rome worked historically was when they conquered someone, they essentially, like, as much as, yes, they took a shitload of slaves in the process, but they essentially just welcomed them into the Republic. They didn't put everybody to the sword. I'm going to pass judgment on the important families, I think. The great families of Sabinia. Several important families are known for having held sway in Sabinia. Whilst we have consigned the lesser men and women of this fallen nation to their fate, not really sure what that was, we must decide carefully upon how to treat the Sabinian elite. Have the rest crucified! Jesus! Alright, clearly costs us popularity to bring them in, each family by the looks of it. Wow, the Kilnius family consists of 33 members. And by the looks of it, basically we decide which families to take, and the ones we don't take get crucified. I didn't know that was going to happen. Oh god. How do we see what our popularity is? Because we're going to lose a lot of popularity in a second, I think. Oh my god, so many pop-ups. Go away. Popularity is... Oh, it's 97. Oh, it actually tells us that, doesn't it? So it would be 5, 5, 5, 5. So we'd lose 20 total. That'd drop us to 77. You know what? Let's just welcome all of them. There we go. Right. Latin local power of Sabinia has accepted peace. Yep, good. My consul, the Latin local power of Apulia, should feel lucky that they accepted to have their independence guaranteed by us. Yes, because in Imperator Rome there are different ranks of like nation based on how many cities you have, and you can only ally with nations that are the same rank as you. So because we've gone up to a regional power, which is this one, we have increased in rank and are now a regional power country instead of a local power, since we are now an independent country with at least 25 cities. The following special rules can be used. We can guarantee other countries, we can threaten war, and we can have alliances. And we also get an extra capital import route, 3 diplomatic relations, increased diplomatic range, and a government bonus multiplier. But that means that we can no longer be allies with Apulia because they are still a local power. So now we are guaranteeing their independence instead. Right, let's have the legions return. You know what? Let's, for roleplay purposes, let's put them back together up there and have them march into Rome together. I just got an achievement. Render unto Caesar. As in unto. Sorry. Accent, guys. Accents are hard. Or they certainly make life hard. Conquer a city. That's literally all that was an achievement for. Like that wasn't going to happen. So Aulus Verginius is disloyal. He's the one that we removed from his position as Vulnius. Can we... Okay, we can't imprison him because he's the head of a family anyway, so we'll just let him be a miserable old fuck. Offer of alliance from Etruria? I don't know if we want to be allies with Etruria. Like, aren't you basically our next, like, conquest? You have 26 cohorts. We're going to need more men if we want to conquer you. Do we want to be allies with the Etruscans? I feel like it would pretty much secure our northern border, because I don't think the Umbrians and the Senones are going to do anything about it. Which would allow us to expand south pretty much unchallenged. Why are you saying me? Are you an Etruscan now? Ooh, that's a toughie. You know what? I think for the time being we are going to accept. Quintus falls ill. Quintus Fabius Rulianus has sent word that he has fallen ill. Perhaps if he is wealthy enough he will seek treatment of his own volition. Otherwise we could step in. He is the head of the Fabii family. He is the censor and is likely the next consul. Interesting. He's likely the next consul. Is he any good? He's pretty damn good, actually. What's wrong with him? Polymath? I don't even know what that means. Stubborn. Prominent. Yeah. Victorious. Really? You didn't even do anything. He is 54 years old. Oh, there you go. He's gained infection. Oh, we'll see what that was. It looks like our armies are almost back together now. And now we have a bunch of stuff. Aulus Virginius is looking to start a civil war because he's so disloyal. The Senate would approve imprisoning him, but we would lose 1 stability and get 4 tyranny. We already have a little bit of tyranny. I mean, who cares? He's gonna die soon, right? He's like 62. We'll just wait for him to die. Unused trade routes in the capital. Okay, so let's do some trade. That's not what I wanted to do. So, I would really like to get more grain because it improves population growth. Apparently no one we know of will trade us grain. Okay, so that's what the ticks mean, is people will trade us this stuff, basically. So, leather would improve cohort recruit speed, which is nice. So would base metals. Marble will improve local provincial loyalty. I don't think that's a big deal in Rome. Fish will improve population growth, just not as much as grain. And olives will make our local slaves happier. Currently our slaves are satisfied, apparently. Let's get fish. Let's improve the population growth. So we can either get that from Histria or Venetia. Either of them would do it, apparently. And it doesn't look like there's any difference in the... Sorry. It's Iapodia and Veneto. Veneto I know is up there. Iapodia is apparently there. I'm going to get it from Iapodia purely because I don't want to give it to Veneto because it's going to help improve their power and they're already clearly more powerful. So we'll take the lesser of the two. It is a bit like CK2 with some of the bloat removed, yes. What else have we got? Lack of commander, Legion 2. That's not going to be a problem because we're about to merge Legion 2. Apparently in the city of Nepete we have starving pops. What am I meant to do about that? Stop starving! Eat food! What's wrong with you? Alright, how do we know that they're starving? Where's the actual, like, indication of how much food that they've got? Manpower, nope. Supply limit, maybe? No, that's going up. Why are you starving? What's your problem? I'm not really sure what you want me to do about this. Unrest is reasonably high. Alright, well, there's a granary here which would give population growth, and I can only assume would help to feed them, right? Surely. 90 gold? It's a bit of an ask. Could you just maybe not starve? That'd be better. Just try that. Just try and eating food. There's a lot of scorned families right now. And we can afford a new invention. We should probably do that. Hierarchical haruspication. Ooh, almost. Haruspication. Sacrifices are a standard way in which we may offer our wishes and prayers to the divine. A written code detailing the acceptability of varying sacrificial creatures will assist our priests and people. Let's do it. Let's get that on the go. Increase our omen power. Then... what else have we got? You know what? I'm not in a hurry to spend that last 100 anyway. Right. How have you guys not got to that city yet? Come on. Get a move on. There we go. Right. Merge. Legion 1. Excellent. And I just want to test something. If I split them back in half... yeah, the other one becomes Legion 2 again. Okay. Cool. So it doesn't skip 2 just because we've had a 2. That's nice. I like that. Military tab. No, that's not what I was looking for. I want to look for, like, army wages somewhere and navy wages. Oh, yes. I forgot about these. Right. Ideas. We need 2 military and 1 oratory to get the bonus power and national freeman happiness and loyalty. 2 of these need to be military. Martial ethos. Ensuring that our soldiers and veterans hold a prestigious place in the social hierarchy is key to their contentment and loyalty. Gives plus 10% morale to armies. Yes. I'm not really bothered about ships right now, so ordered retreat. Retreat can be far from dishonourable. Ensuring that all our warriors have a plan of action in the event of having to fall back will result in a much quicker recovery when they do. 10% improved reinforcement speed and 5% army morale recovery. Yes. And then we just need to get a bit more oratory power to take the last one. An envoy from the Hellenistic city-state of Sipontum. Where are you then, when you're at home? I have no idea. Oh, no, I do. Yep, you're there. Import olives. Apparently we have a surplus of it, because it's not telling me that we wouldn't have a surplus. I don't want all cities in the province of Latium have that, because we produce it in Fregelli? Yes, we do. But I think we also produce olives in Nepete. So there's not really any downside to accepting that, as far as I can tell. Off you go. Wait. City buildings. Oh, okay. What does this do? Training camp, local manpower. Cool, right. Who should we go to war with next? I think it's the Samnites, to be honest. I think their time is up. They've got 8,000 men. That's nowhere near our 15,000. So let's have Legion 1 march south. Pretty sure that's not where I told you to go at all. What do we reckon, guys? Samnium next? Knock out the Samnites? Or at least as much of them as we can. Actually wonder, what would it take to integrate these guys? Start integration. Needs to have at least 190 opinion. And they really don't. Bellicose stance is giving us minus 220. What? Oh, right, yeah. Okay. An aggressive expansion is given. Okay, tell you what. Sell city? No, I'm not giving them a city. Can we... Oh, we've got 50 oratory power, so we need to do that other idea. So, it can be any of these, by the way. It doesn't have to be an oratory one. The only reason it has to be an oratory one is because if you match it to these three things, you get this bonus. We can put whatever we want in here. We could put a third military one in here, but then we wouldn't get the bonus. So I want it to be an oratory one. I'm going to go with military administration to get monthly general and admiral loyalty. By merging a clear, ordered, bureaucratic framework into our military hierarchy, it becomes far easier to coordinate large military reforms. And now, we get 2 extra power for everything each turn, each month. We get 10% national freeman happiness, and we get 0.02 extra monthly loyalty for everyone. Loyalty for everyone! Roma Invicta! Hello, popular vote. Some politicians simply can't avoid consorting with the common folk. The ringleader of this rabble, however, one Gnaeus Flavius, brings an interesting deal to the table. In return for the support of many of the deplorable populist faction, he would demand that we close an important route to our capital. Or an important import route, okay, that's why. Thereby providing the local people with greater control over their own affairs. Rome gains trade protection policy, which reduces our capital import routes by 1. But the populist faction will be more likely to support you when changing laws for 2 years. What's his loyalty right now? 55. Would decrease it to 35, which is just above where it starts. At 33%, people start to be a problem. 33% loyalty. But you can shut up, mate. And actually, I'm going to have a quick pause and go and look at him, because he's now a problem. Gnaeus Flavius. Give free hands. No, I'm not doing that. He's a scholar and he's greedy. There's not really a lot I could do about him, but he's got very low loyalty, which is a problem. Right, tell you what, where are we at in terms of declaring war on these guys? Take Campania. We will not call Etruria into the war, because we'll get all 4 of our little, whatever you call them, feudatories. Plus we've got more men than them anyway. Forcing this through will increase tyranny by 5. What does tyranny actually do? Loyalty. It costs us loyalty. Alright, we won't do that then. What I probably need to try and do is get, like, the Senate on side, so I can get them to push things through. The military faction currently has the most support, by the looks of things. $4.55, 1st of October. There's an election every 5 years in an aristocratic republic to change consul. And a consul cannot be re-elected until 10 years have passed since his last... Tarentum has sent us 21 gold. Well, 21.37 gold. For nothing. I love that it even told me there our opinion has increased by 25. Like, my opinion hasn't moved, mate. Tarentum. That's those ones there. So there's a war going on down here. Part of Luciana, but occupied by Heraclea. Well, there's Luciana, but where the hell's Heraclea? Oh, it's that single city-state there. Wow, okay, they're kicking their ass. Tarentum wants military access. You know what? You paid us, so why not? I'll see what you do with it. You're nowhere near us, so I don't know how you intend to walk through my land, but go ahead. We can afford a new invention. Adopting an oath of brotherhood. Formalizing a soldier's commitment to fight for his or her comrades was an act which solidified the bond of brotherhood that only military service could bring. At Ius Irandum in Rome, the Oath of Oaths was sworn by new soldiers in which they pledged their lives to each other. 2% extra army morale recovery. Let's do it. Alright, cool. Oh, there's a war going on against Carthage as well. Balearia, whoever they are kicking Carthage. Oh, it's in the middle of Sardinia. It looks like they're trying to take Sardinia back. That's interesting. Right, government, I need support. 25. Increases tyranny again. Jesus. Is there a way to bring this down? Ruler popularity brings it down. I'm not particularly popular right now. Oh, hold games. Pay 37 gold. Lose money, but gain popularity. There you go, games. Of course. Apparently the games were so good that I had a second child. My console, a son has been a son has been born to Publius Sempronius Sophus. The baby's named Arunc Sempronius Sophus. That is a crap name. I don't like that name. But we have held games, and therefore we have gained popularity. Stuff is coming in. Marzia wants wine. No, because that would remove our surplus. Go away. And Pelignia wants wine. No, go away. Ooh. Quintus Tremulus is also dipping low on the loyalty end. He is the head of the Tremulii family. Are they a scorned family? Yes, they are. Okay. I mean, I don't feel like you're particularly powerful, mate, so I'm not worried. Whoop, that's not what I wanted. I need to figure out how to get this flipping Senate on side. Surely to God, the military faction should support me attacking the Samnites. Like, oh, 80 seats are now in approval of declaring war on the Samnites. Fantastic. Let's do it then. Apulia is allied with the Samnites? Well, you have made a catastrophic error, Apulia. Lucania is the south. Campania is the closest province to us, so let's do that. Alright, we are at war again. There is the Samnite army with 8,000 men. The Apulians have 7,000 men. Which means together they actually equal what we have. but without our allies. Our allies are going to make it a lot easier for us. We are victorious. They have been completely wiped out. Oh my god. Right. In that case, where's their capital? How do you identify the capital? Oh, it's where we are. We are at the capital. Right, in that case. Detach siege. And we'll take the other unit. No, tell you what. We'll send the slightly weaker unit further north. And we'll speed time up a little bit because this war doesn't seem like it's going to be particularly difficult. There's a fair few of them gathering in the south. We have got a lot of allies though. Apparently we've occupied a lot already as well. We've just got so many allies with these little feudatories. They're just like basically winning these wars for us. More or less. It's a huge battle going on down here between our feudatories and the Apulians. Looks like the Apulians are actually going to win. Oh, Marsians have rushed in to help. I don't think it's going to be enough. Okay, we've won a siege. The siege of Corneliane. Oh. 3 pops were captured. And wait. Oh, okay. 1 was sent as slaves to Rome and 2 of them died. I don't consider dead pops to be captured, just FYI. Game. There's a distinction there that I feel like you're not making. Okay, there we go. We've joined our allies in this fight against the Apulians. Just in time to swing the balance, I think. So the Apulians are defeated. We're going to move to there and start besieging that. %. Does that mean that as soon as this is ticked over, they can't resist? Yep, pretty much. Go back that way. This siege up here is taking a long time. Right as I pointed out. Who is... okay, Vibius Pispanius or something gained popularity, which I assume is the randomly generated captain's name. It could do with me gaining... well, wait, hang on. Publius Cornelius Arvina. Oh yeah, I forgot. We don't command the legion, do we? Arvina does. Alright, where are they going? Venusia. Let's go get them. Oh, they're retreating. Okay. Well, we've completely occupied the Samnites, or Samnites land. There's 14,000 Apulians there. That's not good. Merge them back into a legion. And we'll push across there and attack the Apulians. It does feel like allying against us with people that we attack is just a shortcut to getting yourself beat. There's another fight going on down there in a different war. Okay, I think we have to move to there. Pelignia is requesting wine. We're still not going to give it to them. We're going to head down here and assume control of the siege from our allies. It's 21,000 Apulians and Samnites now trying to fight back. But it does feel like they still aren't going to win. Yes, I know, and I'm ignoring that. We can get another invention though. Humane conduct. The concept of battlefield honour has existed for millennia. Nonetheless, we should set down a code for dealing with our opponents, that we ourselves might receive fair treatment in defeat. Yeah, why not? We can actually afford another one as well. Military artisans. Guilds of artisans employed by the military ensure that innovation is passed down to those deserving and provide a hotbed of scholarly thought by which our progress flourishes. Military tech investment increase. Definitely having that. Alright, here we go. See if we can get this siege done. What's that? Election soon. Oh god, it's almost election time. Currently, Quintus Fabius Rulianus is winning. He has still got that infection going on. How's the Senate looking? Most of the support is for the military faction. Oh, hello, what? Marcus Valerius Corvus died of a terrible fever at the age of 75. He is the Praetor and the head of the Valerii family. Okay. Which now means that his son, Marcus Valerius Corvinus, or Corvinus, so not quite Corvus, Marcus Valerius Corvinus is now the head of the Valerii family. It also sounds like we now have a position to fill. Yes, Praetor. This office manages the Republic's economy and the conduct of foreign and domestic trade, ensuring the smooth flow of currency and goods. Alright, we probably should fill that spot. He has 11. He's 60 years old, Drusus Kilneus. Kilneus, does that? He's one of the people that we conquered, right? One of the Sabines. And I believe that... No, he's not one of the... oh no, Kilnei, he is. One of the... he's a spurned family. Well, now he's the Praetor of Rome. Congratulations. Come on, get this flipping siege sorted. A new ruler, Quintus Fabius Rulianus, was elected to office. Military faction is now in control, giving a boost to the morale of armies and navies. And actually, because we're role-playing, and because I'm getting a bit worried that this guy is gaining a lot of popularity, how do I live without you? Yes, that's the one. Force march, no. Attachment allowed, no. Oh, change commander. Quintus Fabius Rulianus, the consul, is going to take command of Legion 1. He's going to try and win himself some glory! Roma Invicta, conflict of the orders. In spite of the rights granted to plebeians since the last secession in 411, tension between the patrician and plebeian classes of Rome has been growing lately. Partly influenced by the work of Gnaeus Flavius, god damn it, among others, none of our concessions have dampened the plebeians' determination to secure political and legal equality. However, a new political class made up of both patricians and plebeians has been growing, incorporating the middle-income families of the Republic. We must decide whether to promote the expansion of this new nobilitas as a middle ground, or give in to the populists' demand for reform. Yeah, we'll encourage this new middle class, I think. Freemen will be less happy, manpower will increase, freeman promotion cost will go down, so we can turn more freemen into citizens if we want, and the civic faction influence will be increased as well. Who's the next in line now? Publius Cornelius Arvina is the next in line to be consul. Probably because he has a crap ton of prominence based on all of his military victories. Verginian troops mobilise. The head of the Verginian family, Aulus Verginius, utterly fed up of his situation, has begun mobilising local forces in the city of Norba. Whilst matters are not hostile as yet, such an act could provoke civil war if left unattended. Oh my god, what does he think he's doing? Where's that happening? There, he's got 4,000 men there. What are you doing, you scumbag? Alright, well, we need to end this war, and we need to end it now. Come on, 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 come on. Alright, screw it. Order an assault. Oh, that's costing us a lot of manpower. That's costing us an awful lot of manpower. That I did not expect. We should probably go help them. In fact, you know what? With 74 war score, we can probably get quite a bit. Samnite Lucania, Samnite Campania, Samnite Apulia, and Apulian Apulia. And we can gain all of that for, I mean, very little, really. The enemy is forced to accept this offer because it is worth less war score than we've earned, basically. So we've earned the right to ask them for that. You know what? It doesn't eliminate Apulia entirely, but oh wow, we can take a fortune off them as well. Let's take 125 gold off them. There we go. Right. The Samnite Elite. What do we do with the Samnite Elite? What is our current popularity? 86%. Let's banish those of... hang on. Let's have a look at our traits. What are we? Infected. Polymath, which I still don't know what that is. Stubborn, prominent, victorious. Banish those of class, put the rest to the sword. There we go, right. Now, we need to pull our legion back to Rome before flipping Aulus and his legion decide to rebel. Thuria has sent us a gift. Call to arms from Etruria. Join us in their wars against Genuatia and Ingaunia. Well, I'm pretty sure that Genuatia, yeah, they're there. And Ingaunia is that little one behind them. Yeah, fine. We're not going to come and help, but we'll pretend we are. Alright, reinforcement rate. 1,100 will reach the armies this month. Sipontum is requesting import of wine from Campania. So is Lockree. I'm pretty sure Sipontum sent us something in the past, so we're going to let them have it. And you can bugger off. I'm going to switch to bottleneck tactics because it suits archers and heavy infantry. Military axis from Brutia. And you are who? You guys down there. I don't even know who you are. Or what you're doing. You're at war with Metapontum and Thuria. Who are they? Thuria's there. And Metapontum is somewhere. I'm not sure where, but they're somewhere. Where's Metapontum? Wait, are they across the sea, or what? Oh, they're there, okay. You know what? No. Go away. Alright, good. Our legion is up to 12,000 men, so we drastically outnumber Aulus's little legion. Ancona is requesting to import olives from the province of Lucania. Sure, why not? You know what? We're going to position the legion in Tiber, right next to our face. Hello. Daosia is requesting importing wine from Campania. Sure, why not? Red-handed. Several nights ago, Gaius Junius Bubulcus was discovered helping himself to a sizable quantity of gold from the national treasury. This is clearly a serious crime. However, there is something to be said for sweeping affairs like this under the carpet. He is the head of the Junii family and is the Tribunus Militum, which is manager of training, logistics and discipline in the military. If I flog him, he loses 25 health, and apparently we lose 50 gold. But Quintus, the consul, gains 10 popularity. He... Yeah, fuck it, flog him. Stop stealing from us. Right, I'm not happy with this geezer. Etruria is requesting to import iron. No, because we'll lose our advantages. Who are you? Why are you being such an arse? You're supposedly content in life. I don't believe that for a second. We could basically pay 50 oratory power and 72.5 gold to remove the personal loyalty from his legions. Which I'm tempted to do, just to see if we can, like... Yeah, so they no longer have a hand on there, which means they're not loyal to him anymore. 13th of November we can reassign a general there. hell are you going, mate? He's like proper off on his own. Because he's got no loyalty to the state, he just does what he wants. Military access from Lucania. Where are you? You're down there, right? Yeah. Who are you fighting? Metapontum. No. No, you may not have military access. Alright. We're gonna have the 1st Legion shadow the 2nd Legion. Metapontum has paid us 30 gold. 13th of November we should be able to reassign the commander here, yep, because they're no longer loyal to him, so we can change the commander, which means we basically just bought out his rebellion. We will give them to Dionysius Carsid, the Silver Shield veteran that sought refuge in Rome, who has a loyalty of 100%, so hooray for us, now we have 2 legions. Why won't you do what I want you to do? Military access from Metapontum. You know what? You paid us money, so yes, you can have it. What does this do? Select unit objective. Okay. There we go. Right. So his little rebellion has gone completely before it even started. Because, and actually now that he's not got an army, we can imprison him. Which would cost us 98 oratory power. And 5... Oh shit, he's a party leader or a family head, isn't he? So we can do nothing about it. Well, that's not true. We can still imprison him, but it would lose us 1 stability and give us 4 tyranny. Although, to be fair, tyranny's almost gone completely. But I'm not so happy about the stability hit. Tiberius is a cool name. Oh! What's happening here? Pelignia is requesting importing wine from the province of Latium. And Apulia wants to import wine from the province of Apulia. Which basically means one of these 2 cities that we took off them... No, this city that we took off the Samnites, but is still in the province of Apulia, has wine. And they are now requesting to import it. And Pelignia wants to import wine from Latium. This would remove our capital surplus. Which, I'm definitely not doing that, because I want to keep my capital surplus. But that wouldn't remove our capital surplus. Go on then. Oh, hello. The Genuatans are actually defeating the Etruscans up there. They've got a total of a lot of men, like 14,000. Let's bring both of the legions up. I know I said I wasn't gonna help them, but Marsia is requesting to import livestock from the province of Apulia. As we are not currently exporting it, we would gain the following bonus: Freeman promotion cost, and we would earn money. Sure. Do it. So actually, let's have a look at our ruling guy. He's already got a wife called Cornelia Tertia, which means Cornelia the Third. They are members of... Well, she is a member of the Cornelii family. He is a member of the Fabii family. He has... Oh, okay, cool. So when I pointed out earlier that one of them was called the family name and then first, in this guy has 2 daughters. Fabia, because he's from the Fabii family. Fabia Prima and Fabia Secunda, which literally means Fabia the First and Fabia the Second. And then he's got Numerius Fabius, So she's called Cornelia Tertia, and she's from the Cornelii family. So I'm guessing she has 2 older sisters. That's not... Oh, or maybe she would have done if she wasn't a starting character. He has a son called Numerius Fabius, who is 9 years old. Alright, well, there you go. Oh shit, there's loads of stuff going on. Don't care about him. We do not have a censor. The Republic's chief magistrate with responsibility over the state census, public morality, and clearing blockages in the Senate and courts. We should probably have a censor. Aulus Virginius is the second best candidate for it. But he's way out. Like, I don't like him anymore. So I'm going to give it to Valero Kilnius, who is from the Kilnii family. They're doing alright for themselves, the Kilnii. They've got both the Praetor and the Censor, so the 2 oratory-based positions have gone to a conquered family. And we've only been playing 7 years. I am unfortunately going to have to sort food out at some point, and it is already getting sort of late. So we'll see what we're going to do. Let's march the legions to there and help the Etruscans out, because they are losing their war as far as I can tell. Dionysius Carsid's in charge of that. But because we're role-playing it, I don't really want... Well, Quintus doesn't really want his legion to be playing second fiddle to Carsid's legion, Dionysius' legion. So we're going to move Legion 1. They are going to march on the enemy. Heraclea, import hemp from Apulia. Yep, do it. We need more men in order to progress that. So I'm going to allow attachments, because he needs at least... There you go. With some allies there, he's actually getting... Ancona's sent us some money. He's actually getting that siege sorted out. You know what? Let's go seek battle. That feels like the military faction console thing to do, right? Seek battle? What is his... He's stubborn, prominent, victorious. Yeah, I mean, appoint dictator. Oh, so you can give like a short boost to like keeping a consul in power. Let's go and find them. Gnaeus, fuck, Jesus Christ. Gnaeus Flavius, a loyal servant of the state, yet a man of questionable aesthetic talent, has commissioned a statue in honour of Quintus Fabius Rullianus. Citizens gather from far and wide, and when the unveiling takes place, Gnaeus Flavius simply stands, arms folded, with a small smile plastered across his face, as the crowd collectively withdraws in abject terror. So basically, the statue to me that Gnaeus Flavius has put up is ugly as shit. If we demolish it, he will become a problem, because he's already at 36 loyalty and we'll lower it by 20, which will take him well underneath the 33 necessary. Or we can take a slightly increased popularity hit by just declaring that it's hideous. God, why are you such a pain in the backside, mate? He's a party leader as well, so there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Alright, it's hideous. I hate it. But you knew that, that's why you did it. Oh, hello. Virginian troops mobilize. Again. So he's mobilized more troops now. Down in the city of Nola. He's raised 4 more cohorts. All light infantry. I mean, can you not just die? Can we not just make him die? Can we assassinate him? Doesn't look like it. He's gaining more and more prominence just because he's part of an outraged family. Which we don't want, because then eventually he could end up prominent enough to become the next consul. I hate him. I'm just going to let him keep doing what he wants for now. Have we successfully unsieged that yet? Nope, we have not. So I feel like we've turned the Etruscans' war around. They were getting their asses kicked. Oh, hello, where the hell did you come from? Appius Sulpicius. The siege of Vat Luna is won! That one is Dionysius's siege. Let's head up to Segesta. Our character is losing health. Or maybe that's morale of the army, actually. But we're winning the battle! The enemy morale is dropping much faster than us. They've now got less men than us. Look at this fight. Whoa. Right, let's... Oh, we can't go and get them. Did that do anything to boost, like, our popularity and stuff? Yes, we've got Victorious giving us a boost, so definitely serves to... He's got a wealth of 600. Seeking treatment costs 100. Let's do it. I mean, I actually think that the state paid for that, but, you know, hey-ho. Volcanic destruction! A large rumbling sound is the only warning our people receive before Vesuvius erupts, spouting large amounts of ash and lava across the nearby city of Pompeii in Nuceria. Several of our cities in the vicinity of the volcano are ruined, and damaged by the eruption, and we are given a report of huge number of casualties. With Pompeii almost entirely buried by volcanic ash and lava, some have started wondering if this is a punishment sent by the gods to punish Nuceria. Apparently we don't get a choice in the matter, we need to help the survivors. Military access from Ancona, you paid us money, so go ahead. So, there's Pompeii. That's one of Nukeria's 2 cities, is Pompeii. That's interesting. Concerned with the spread of corruption in our government, the representative of the populist faction, Senator Gnaeus Flavius, has roused sweeping support for changing our legal stance on corruption. He proposes that we abolish corruption laws and replace it with far more stern anti-corruption tenets. What is he talking about? Hate this dude. Anti-corruption laws, abolish corruption laws. Costs us less money to bribe characters, basically. But we don't have any laws about it. Lex Cassia de Senatu, which provides... Okay, costs money to endorse parties, more money, but monthly corruption goes down. Is monthly corruption even a problem? I didn't think we were that corrupt. Where's, like, is there a way to see the government's corruption? So government, that's what I'm looking at. Nation overview. Is there a way to see how corrupt we are? I mean, the ruler isn't corrupt at all. I don't feel like we need this. But if we don't bow to him, he's going to become a problem. Oh my god! Although we, you know what? We gained some popularity from backing him. Fine, a splendid proposal. Let's do what that guy said. That I was totally listening to. You can afford a military tradition. Aha! Our first military tradition for 800 military power. I believe once you commit to one of these lines, you are stuck to that line. So this one is heavy infantry, morale of armies, heavy infantry, allows building roads, monthly war exhaustion, light infantry, manpower recovery, triplex AC's tactic, trireme, siege engineers, siege ability, construct border fort, art cost, heavy infantry defense, arch horse cavalry guys, general loyalty, triumph cost. This one, light infantry, light cavalry, omen power, enslavement efficiency and national slave output, light infantry, triremes, national manpower, hill dwellers. I think we're going to go with this line, the one that this feels the most Roman. So we're going to get Principes to start off with, which increases our heavy infantry discipline by 10%. Veteran warriors all, the wealthy Principes sported heavy armour and fought in tight-knit maniples, making excellent line troops. Boff. Right, cool. We can do another omen. The god of the heavens blesses our advances on the battlefield, justifying our cause with his presence. With this deity siding with our cause, our battle-tired people are sure to be ready to pick up the tools of war once more. Though he was the youngest of his siblings, Jupiter was the only to... There's a word missing there. Was the only god, I guess, to not be eaten by his father, and eventually rose up to overthrow the old pantheon. As the one most capable, he was given the realm of the skies and became the foremost of the pantheon of gods. There are innumerable stories of how the deity came down the realm of men, infatuated with one mortal or another, and eventually leading to the heroes of old being born. Though he is known for his raging temper and insatiable lust, he is the most respected deity in the pantheon in most religions of the Hellenic world. So I think Jupiter, if I remember right, is the Roman version of Zeus. I think. It does lower our aggressive expansion quicker. I don't know if that's what we need or not. I feel like having the blessing of Minerva, the goddess of wisdom, for research points might not be terrible, so let's do that. We can afford a new invention, we can actually afford a couple. We're almost at tech level 1 on most of these techs as well. Learning on the job, it is said that the best way to learn is by doing. We expect that our recruits will learn swiftly with a sword in their hands, or they will die. Sure. Standardized measures. The Amphora Capitolina was an amphora kept in the Temple of Jupiter, by which all other amphora were intended to be measured. Yep, standardized measures sounds good. And we'll get one more, which we will do... Property tax. Landowners are every state's main source of revenue. By establishing a code of practice, we can avoid difficult situations when it comes to collection. There we go. Let's get that as well. Neapolis has starving pops. Well, I mean, the other guys found a way to deal with that, so, you know, you deal with it. Let's have Legion 2 move south, and we'll station them at Capua in case Aulus Virginius's legion decides to attack. To be honest, at this point, I think the best way to deal with Aulus Virginius is just to allow him to rebel and then kill him and imprison him. Because, like, what have we achieved by buying the loyalty of his men and then replacing him when he's just done it again anyway? Like, Consul Sebastianus offers friendship. We have received an envoy sent by Consul Sebastianus Castiliani Catus, ruler of our subject Nuceria. He offers our ruler, Consul Quintus Fabius Rulianus, his personal friendship. Strengthening our connection with our subject could have its benefits. We don't need their friendship. We are Rome. Roma Invicta. The sacking of Genua. Quintus Fabius Rulianus has led his men to glorious victory during the siege of Genua. The enemy flee in disgrace, and all that is left is to decide how to treat the residents within. Needless to say, the spoils of war are likely to cause those back in Roma to admire Quintus greatly, but leaving such wealth in the hands of one man could cause problems in the future. Let the looting be gentle. Let the men roam freely. Ooh, he would get a loyal cohort. None shall hide. It feels like he would do none shall hide and get some loyal cohorts, so we're going to do that. We did get a slave pop out of it, and oh my god, most of this army is loyal to him. Alright, well, looks like Rulianus is doing a bit of a decent job for himself. We can give him extra loyalty, which we don't need. And popularity, which he doesn't really need either. He wants to be appointed dictator. Hang on. When the ambition is fulfilled, Rome gains one stability. Rome needs to be at war. Ah, oh, crap. Well, if I'd have known that, I'd have appointed him dictator already. Okay, so we need to find somebody to fight, basically, is what that just told me. We can afford another invention. Proxenoi. A prelude to the later concept of permanent ambassadors, proxenoi were chosen by Greek city-states to act as representatives in neighbouring cities. Proxenoi, I guess, being roughly the source of the word proxy. So, we'll take that. We can gain stability if we make Quintus Fabius Rulianus a dictator. How long until the next election? Like a year? And currently, Publius Cornelius Barbatus is the next likely candidate. Who is he? He's the head of the Cornelii family and the religious faction. Why is he the next candidate, though? Alright, Quintus can't be the next candidate anyway, can he? And it is the next highest faction. Could we potentially make Sempronius the consul again? Hold on. A consul cannot be re-elected until 10 years have passed since the end of their last term. So since there's only been one person, we can't just pass it back and forth between two. You would need to find 3 people to cycle it through. Because Sempronius is not valid. He's not a valid candidate. Okay. Well, let's find someone that we can declare war on, shall we? How many men of Umbria got? 13,000. To be fair, we don't have... Oh, we already have claims. Okay. Epocilus Quintilii from Sipontum. Okay. Good for him, I guess. Alright. Quintus Fabius Rulianus. He is pretty damn powerful, like, him not being something is going to be a problem. What's his military is 10. So we could make him the Praefectus Militaris. But that would upset Publius Decius Mus. Wow, man. It's so difficult to juggle all of this goddamn politics. How long have we got until the next election? 1st of October 460. Who are you? Picentia. Can we declare war on you? We can. Oh, we can't declare war for territory though. Oh, and we also have a truce with them. Senonia and Lingonia are their allies. You know what? We're going to declare that war. Etruria is backing us. Ancona has cancelled the generously given right to military access. Well, that's fine. They can choose not to have military access to us if they want. Right. Quintus Fabius. 50 military power, 50 religious power. We gain 2 tyranny. He gets an extension to his term. He becomes dictator. Our armies gain more morale. Boff. He has been appointed dictator. And there's our stability increase. Holy crap, that's awesome. Right, let's actually go win this war then, shall we? Where's he going? He's on his way to... he's just decided he's fighting in the war. Of course he is, because he's not loyal, so he goes wherever he wants. Oh my god. Just like, I will fight in the war and win glory for my family. I hope you die in the war. Oh, hey up. Quintus Fabius Rullianus has been receiving treatment for an ailment for some time now. Thanks to the superb skill of Quintus Fabius Gurges, who oversees the mysterious medical arts, it would seem that a full recovery has been made. Hey! Thanks very much, Gurges. Can we make friends with him? Yes, we can. I want to make friends with him. He basically saved my life, right? Like, why would we not be his friend? Hello, everyone likes gold. Of all the ways of making friends, a gift is perhaps both the oldest and simplest. In the world of politics, wealth shared generously and unconditionally has more influence than kind words or affection. How much is the friendship of Quintus Fabius Gurges worth? Of their personal wealth. Right, what is his personal wealth? 684. I mean, he did save your life, so just give him 250 gold. What's this? No, we'll remove our capital surplus. We're not interested in that. Narnia! Alright, hang on. Making an impression. Our position offers many ways to publicly flatter Quintus Fabius Gurges. Careful praise of his deeds in the halls of government and among the notaries of our country will be sure to find its way back to his ears. Alternatively, a lavish sacrifice in his honour can hardly go ignored, and then again, few can spurn the gift of a public statue in their honour, particularly a flattering one. No, we will publicly praise his deeds, which will cost us oratory power, which is fine. The Gladiator! A previously unknown gladiator has recently risen to great prominence in the arena, drawing huge crowds and by all accounts putting on a peerless show. A well-placed box seat could easily win over Quintus. Uh... 25 civic power. Everyone enjoys a good show, why not? Alright, there we go. Let's move on to there. Why are you not willing to travel to there? Not sure. Friendship with Quintus! Our efforts to encourage a friendship between Quintus Fabius Rullianus and Quintus Fabius Gurges have paid off. Hey! Oh shit. Oh, you know what? Idiot is walking straight into 10,000 Umbrians. Good luck. Oh, he got defeated. What a shock. Could have took him prisoner and done us a favour. Oh shit. Wait, what? It's very likely that our side will win. 4,000 men against 15 and it thinks we'll win. Fuck it, I'm gonna let it happen. I'm gonna see what goes on. Alright. Apparently our tactics win, our commander is better, our troops are better. My god, their morale is just melting. Wow. My god, they are actually winning. Running out of men though. We do have 5,500 reinforcements coming from Frentania, but I don't think they're going to get there in time. My god, he actually won. He gained 5 popularity for that, I'm not surprised. Alright, that's you done though, mate. Like, you need to go back to Rome. That was spectacular. 4,000 men defeated 15,000. Tale of two cities. The very nature of autonomous city-states often leads to disagreements between neighbouring authorities. In this case, the scenic coastal city of Salernum ended up in disagreement with their neighbour Abillinum over a minor land dispute. We have been asked to arbitrate over the matter at hand, but it's clear that both settlements will harbour a grudge regardless of our decision. Alright, where are these places? Let's do F. Salernum, that's what I want. Where are you? Get out of the way. Salernum is there. And where is Abillinum? It's not next to it. Oh, it is next to it, okay. Wait a sec. Oh, they're actually both our cities as well. Okay, so we're gonna... One of them's gonna get better tax, the other one's gonna get miffed off. Which one of them brings in more money? Salernum does. So, therefore, Salernum would benefit from the land. Side with Salernum. No. Now that we've got a dictator, what happens with the next election? Does it still happen, or...? I suppose it's not October yet. Guess we'll see. What are you naming at? The 4,000 men beating the 15? Military access from Etruria. Yeah, okay. You're helping us, why wouldn't we? Martial advances advance. Bonus effect for morale of armies and navies. Army and navy maintenance cost increases, but military tradition cost goes down. A new ruler! Publius Cornelius Barbatus has been elected consul. Technically that doesn't make sense, because I should still be dictator until the war is finished. Right, let's... You know what? Oh, we have to wait. We can't hold a triumph for him. Wow, okay. Took a lot of slaves there. Oh. Decius Mamilius. Oh, he didn't do well. And he was captured. Touched by Mercury, Salernum has seen a huge influx of traders and travellers from far and wide recently. One of our advisors jokingly suggests we must have been blessed by Mercury himself. It might have been a joke, but paying our dues to the god might be a good idea nonetheless. It could only be a boost in long-term business, right? Yes. I mean, we're being ruled by the head of the religious faction, I believe, right? Or at least he's part of the religious faction. Is he not the head of it? Yes, he is. So, thanks to Mercury is in order. We don't have a Pontifex Maximus. We don't have a High Chief, I'm guessing because it was him. So we should really appoint one, shouldn't we? Another Kilnius is the best candidate. In fact, Kilniuses are the best 3 candidates. Holy crap. Tell you what. Oh no. Passed away whilst being born. That's terrible. That's horribly sad. Valero Kilnius is a friend of Publius Cornelius. So let's engage in a little bit of favoritism. Even though that candidate is... God no, he's terrible. These Kilniuses are just all over the place, man. But let's give Publius Kilnius the job because he's the best candidate. And we can get more inventions. Oh yes, because we've advanced in technology in oratory and martial, we've now unlocked 3 more ideas in those areas. Equal integration. Establishing the rights of conquered peoples is an important first step to integration and will lessen the ire of those displeased by our conquest. That we're definitely getting. Fustuarium. There is nothing that inspires a soldier as much as the fear of a shameful death. Yes, we'll definitely get that as well. Cornelius is also a 10 out of 10 name. It is a pretty damn good name. I'm enjoying the fact that Quintus Fabius Rullianus is like just storming through stuff. Although by now most of the First Legion is loyal to him. Almost every cohort is loyal to him. So he is now an incredibly powerful man. Unlike, oh, a child is born! A daughter has been born to Publius Cornelius Barbatus, named Cornelia Quarta. I'm beginning to see a pattern with the Roman women. Oh, hey-oh. Good, good. Siege of Urbinum is won. Quintus Fabius Rullianus earned popularity for winning the siege. Aulus is still up here kicking about. What an arse. Oh, there's a 10,000 stack there. Let's go and engage them. Don't let them get away. Engage. Yes. Glory to Rome. Oh, there's 25k down there. Let's go and have that. I mean, they're already being beaten, but still. Alright, we are victorious in something or other. We've won that. How many of these guys were at war? We're at war with Lingonia as well, aren't we? And they're massive. Move capital surplus. No. Thank you. You need to go there then. Siege of Ravna. Can afford new inventions. Ah, siege ability. Extraordinary ordnance. Throughout antiquity, examples of unusual siege ammunition can be found. Snakes, severed body parts, and incendiary substances were used to demoralize or enrage the opponents. That would actually be really handy for us, because sieges seem to be slowing us down mega. Siege of Ravna is won. Let's just go there. The Siege of Senna is won. So Aulus actually managed to get himself a small victory there. Religious advances, hooray. Oh, 27,000 of them have just attacked us. And their morale is evaporating. 37,000 now. Oh my god. And their morale's still evaporating. They outnumber us 3-1. Wow. This is incredible. Nope, that's not happening. The Oracle of Delphi. A messenger has been sent by the Oracle of Delphi herself. Apparently Apollo... Hang on. Shut up. Apparently Apollo has been seeing good times coming for our country, particularly under the leadership of Publius Cornelius Barbatus. In a grand announcement we bring news to the populace at large, spreading the good word. That literally does nothing. Oh, okay, no. We pay money to make it last until 477, or we can not pay money and it will last till 472. I mean, this is the head of the religious faction, so a celebration is in order. Meanwhile, Quintus Fabius, or Fabius Rulianus, is just decimating. He's just gained 8 more popularity. Not that I think he can gain more popularity than he's got at this point. No, he's got 100 popularity. That man is ridiculous. I mean, we don't need... Mechanically, we don't need to hold a triumph, right? Because he gains 25 popularity, which he doesn't need. He gains 20 loyalty, which we only need 5 of to get him to 100 loyalty. But, no, we'll wait until the end of the war. Although we're at 97 war score now. You know what? Let's siege this down. We'll get 100 war score, then we'll hold a triumph, and then end the war. Verginian army stands down. The armed men raised by Aulus Verginius have stood down and returned to their fields. Thankfully, it seems that Aulus is feeling distinctly more loyal to the proud nation of Rome. Why? He's not more loyal at all. Or did that mean Legio... Did that mean Legion 2? The one that we had in... Nope, Legion 2's... So it was Legion 3 have stood down. Okay. So he literally did nothing with them. Despite the fact that he was allegedly very, very angry. What? We're no longer importing grain? This is not acceptable. Not that I knew we were importing grain anyway, but... Alright, well, let's get some fish. How is it happening? Because our commanders have better military, like, stats, and our troops are better. We have better morale, better discipline. Croton has sent us a gift. Thank you, Croton. Heraclea has asked for military access. Go on then. Right, you know what? Let's just hold this triumph now before the timer runs out. There you go. We will also pay his veterans, I think. He's currently content in life. So we'll spend 90 gold and 50 oratory power to get 4 cohorts to return to being loyal to the state instead of to him. Yep, you just paid us, so go for it. The siege is won. How did that not give us like 100 war score? Anyway, we don't need to get 100. Umbrium. Why would I want to give that to Etruria? Umbrian, Etruria and Picenum to Rome. Yes. Senonian Ariminum to Rome. Yes. Alright, well. I don't want to give land to Etruria. Like, why would I want to do that? And then how much money can we get off them? 90 gold, that'll do. Give us all your stuff. Ah yes, the Senonian elite. This is now the choice of Publius Cornelius though, not Quintus Fabius Rullianus. So he is zealous and prominent. Yeah, let's just massacre them all because they're not... Oh no, I suppose they are culturally, they are Italians, right? So they're not barbarian. Banish the important people and put the rest to the sword. There we go. Alright. So Legion 1 needs to come back to Rome. Legion 2 will just station in Capua. Quintus Fabius Rullianus. How many of these cohorts are loyal to him? 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 5 cavalry cohorts. 1 of the heavy infantry cohorts. No, 2. 2 archer cohorts. So he's, yeah, 2 archers, 2 heavy infantry and 4 cavalry cohorts are loyal to him personally. I mean, that could be an issue. Oh, unpause. Whoa, 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 what's happening? Publius returns powers. Publius has formally returned dictatorial powers to the Senate. I actually think you mean Quintus Fabianus, but sure. Alright, so we're getting sizable. They don't like us enough for us to integrate them. But we could spend power. Let's improve their opinion. So we want to integrate them so that they're not just kicking about. Quintus Fabius Rullianus is currently content with his life. I don't even know if we could replace him as the Roman word for general would be legate or legate. I'm not sure which one, but I know we could, even though cohorts are loyal to him. He is still the best candidate, though. Right, it is 10 past 8. I'm just give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to order some food. And then what we'll do is I'll pick a suitable point to play up till. I'll stop, go and eat, and then come back, and we shall continue our Roman campaign after I've eaten. Add basket. Okay, check out. Two seconds, guys. It's actually a lot later than I realised. But then again, it did take half an hour for me to actually get started with this thing. Alright, that's processing my card payment, so I'll run the time a bit. In fact, What's this? Ancona requesting import of wine. Well, it's just more money, so yeah, why wouldn't we do that? I love that little loading icon as a sundial. That's genius. Check that, skip that. Alright, I've got food on the way. Good stuff. Health-wise, he's lost a little bit of health. I think he's actually he's regaining it though. He's 66 years old. Okay, disloyal characters, we've still got that arse, who's apparently a friend of the Praefectus Militaris. Okay, well, who cares? Bad research ratio, what does this mean? With an output of 405 each year and a population of 770, we get an efficiency of 52%. Okay. So, what are you saying to me? I feel like we need more citizens, is that what that's telling me? I mean, we have 3 tribesmen in Rome, which is just really weird. Promoting these pops to freemen will cost 8 oratory power. Let's promote all 3 of those tribal pops to freemen. And then what we'll do is we'll promote some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we've got 30 citizens and 13 freemen in Rome. What have we got going on around here? We've got more tribesmen there, so I'm going to promote them. I'm going to start trying to get rid of the tribesmen in cities around Rome. Because tribesmen are basically barbarians that have refused to settle, essentially. I could be running the game while I'm doing this though. War refugees! Refugees fleeing the war between Sipontum and Etruria have crossed over into land that we consider our own. Whilst letting them settle here would be the humanitarian thing to do, we should consider how this might affect our relations with our neighbour Sipontum. It's not too late to force them to turn back. Yeah, well, Rome's better than Sipontum, so why wouldn't they want to live here? Oh, I spy a tribesman. Import fish from Araminum. Go for it. You, get promoted. You guys, get promoted. And you guys, get promoted. Okay, hang on. Disloyal provinces. Araminum is disloyal. Why are you disloyal? I don't understand. Why is the province of Araminum? Is there a way for me to, like, assign a governor? Oh, it's part of the capital province. How flipping big's the capital province? Ah, right, because it's the regions. And we have the region of Italia and technically speaking the region of Magna Graecia. But Araminum is in Italia. Okay. So how do we stop them being disloyal? They have 7 tribesmen. Is this something to do with... Okay, unrest because of the war exhaustion, which will go down, cultural assimilation, which may go down at some point, and unhappy pops. Okay, why are you guys so unhappy? Culturally you guys are not. Yeah, okay. So the red culture is like different Italian cultures, so Roman, Sabellian, Etruscan, they're all considered the same culture group, which is Italian. But these guys in Ariminum are from a Gallic culture group, the green ones. They're actually Lepontic. So what we should really do is start assimilating some pops to become Romans. Hang on, right. Region map mode. No, that's not what I want. Is there a province map mode? I mean, there's an unrest map mode, which is... Okay, so we've got 2 citizens here. Let's assimilate them to Roman. You know what? Let's just start off by assimilating the citizens and see how far that gets us. There are no citizens in the city of Faventia. It has significantly decreased the unhappy pops part, but I don't think it's particularly done enough. We can put a governor policy in for the province of Ariminum. Cultural assimilation. 20% chance every month that 1 pop will convert to Roman culture. That's a bit easier than trying to manually do them all, so let's do that. That'll solve that problem, hopefully. Neapolis is starving. Still not really sure how to do that. I don't really know how to help with starvation, Neapolis. Could you just not starve? That'd be nice. Starving cities not helping them at all, so we need to maybe find a way to, like, help them. Not really sure what to do about it, though. Although... So the governor policy here is local autonomy. Maybe we could do something about the governor policy. Not seeing any that would help with food. I don't know how to stop them starving. Why are they starving so much? What does that mean? What does that mean? Plenty of scorned families. We can get another invention. Do any of these happen to improve people not starving to death? Because that would be helpful. FUG, primary culture happiness. In Rome, slaves which had escaped and been caught were branded with the letters FUG for fugitivus, leaving a lasting impression on themselves and all who viewed them as to the dangers of rebellion. Cool, let's take that. We can do an omen. Is there a food omen? No. We can improve population growth by invoking a blessing of Ceres. Let's do that, I guess. I don't know what to do about people starving. I'm gonna experiment though. I can't build a granary because there's not enough people. A trade route has disappeared. Oh no. Hold up. We have no trade routes at all now. All we can do is import wine, marble. Oh, we can import wood, but I don't really need wood. Surplus in province improves local freeman happiness. You know what, let's import some wine. Ugh! More history lessons, Ali! You need to tell me what your problem with history is. History's amazing. Cenomania, because it's a double N. Requesting to import wine from Latium. This will earn us money. Yes. Where is... What are you doing all the way up there? Who else have we got around us that could potentially... they're already our subject. Lucania down here. Have we... Yep, we've got claims on Lucania. They have 24,000 men though. Wow. Right, these guys in here. Can we start improving their opinion of us, please? Yep. And then also let's just improve the opinion of all of our little subjects. All of our feudatories or whatever it is they're called. Because we are going to want to integrate them at some point. There we go, right. Okay, I think we need a bigger legion. Also, you being all the way up there is not helpful. Come down here. So we've got 5,000 heavy infantry, 5,000 archers, and 5,000 light cavalry. That seems like a less than ideal thing. That would remove our capital surplus, so no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the second legion come back to Rome. And we'll sort something out when both legions get there. Really don't know what to do about this, like, dude that's just totally disloyal. But we can't imprison him because he's the head of a family. He's starting to die though. Oh, he's got cancer. Ouch. Okay, well, he should die at some point then. And he's 74 anyway, he's old. Publius Cornelius Barbatus has sent word that he has fallen ill. Oh no! 64 years old. Do we know what's wrong with him? He's gained inflammation. Seek treatment. Well, let's seek treatment for that. One unused trade route in the capital. Yeah, I don't think that there's really anything we can trade for though. Oh no, we can trade for fish again with Histria, which is now owned by Veneto. That's why we lost the trade route, because Veneto took over the place we were trading with. Oh, he's mobilised his troops again. What an idiot. This time he's mobilised them in the north. 2 heavy infantry, 1 light cavalry, 1 light infantry. Alright, well, he's an idiot. Okay, now we've got these 2 legions down here. What I want to do is select this one, create a new unit. All of the flipping light cavalry are loyal. Oh, some of them are not loyal to who I think they are, though. Some of them are actually loyal to Publius Cornelius Arvina, not the guy that's currently in charge. Either way, we're going to send one of the cavalry units to Legion 4, which is not where they're going to stay, but still. Now we're going to select this, we're going to deselect Legion 1, and we're going to merge Legions 2 and 4, so that Legion 2 gets a cohort of cavalry. That means Legion 1 only has 4 cohorts of cavalry, which is 2 on each flank. Hooray! They have 14,000 men right now. I would like them to have 6,000 archers, so that's another 1 archer, and then 10,000, so yeah, so 1 archer and 5 more heavy infantry. Recruit 2 army. 1, 2, 3. We have no manpower left to recruit cohorts with. Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. That's because flipping Muppet up there keeps raising legions. Will you just die already? God, one of them's not even loyal to him. What's that? Importing wood? Sure. Ooh! My food is on the way. That was a lot faster than I was expecting, guys. So, what we're going to do is I'm gonna end the stream here. I don't, because I'm playing an Iron Man, so I don't even think I can save. Oh, I can save. Okay, well, there you go. So I'm gonna pause the stream here, just because we've been running for 3 hours and 20 minutes. I was planning on doing a be right back screen, but I am going to be gone for half an hour, 40 minutes ish, while I go and eat. So I am going to end the stream, and then we'll come back and do a part 2, which should be 3-4 hours, I don't know. It's basically until I get tired and want to go to bed after I've eaten, but I do need to go and eat. So thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate those of you who've stuck with me since the start, since before we actually got started. Everybody who hung around for the half an hour while I was getting things sorted, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you to everyone else who has been active in the chat, everybody who's been watching. This has been our very first look at Paradox's new title, Imperator Rome. I will be back, hopefully in less than an hour, to continue our Roman campaign and see where we go from here. Appreciate you guys so much. For now, thank you. Wardog out.